All right, so yesterday we finished up with our value and used the same color to create an intensity scale on our sheet. So you have 3 of the forms left on your sheet, and your job today is going to be to shade those forms in so that they appear to be 3-dimensional by using a series of colors from your intensity scale. So there are lots of different ways that you can do this. So I could take my cube and I could decide that I'm going to use this darkest color on the back, kind of this medium color on the front, and this blue on the top, maybe with a little bit of white in it to make it look like a blue cube with a shadowed back. I could use orange. I could use just this color and have it be the dark and the medium and the light. So there are lots of different ways, different opportunities for you to create the illusion of 3-dimensional space on the surface of your sheet, now using all of these intensity colors. So for instance, I can take my cone and decide that I want it to be an orange cone. So I'm going to go ahead and use orange paint down one of like the stripy sections, and I'm going to pull that a little wider than I need it to be. And then I'm going to grab some white for the highlight side. So you can see that that's going to brighten up quite dramatically that highlight. I am then going to go ahead and mix that highlight color into the orange. So I'm doing a lot of like wet into wet color mixing, or mixing on my painting, or mixing on my sheet for this painting activity. So I have the light and the kind of the middle sort of conquered here, and now it's to make it darker using some of my blue paint. So I'm going to go ahead and just over here mix some of the blue in with my orange. I'm going to turn this to the side because I think it's easier to paint. And I'm going to paint my shadow color over here that I'm going to just go ahead and blend with some of that other orange that I put on my sheet. So I need that shadowy color to be over here next to the shadow on the sheet. I'm gonna just go ahead and blend that into the orange. Pull some more of that orange in. And you can see now that my cone goes from light to medium to dark. And what I did was add in a little bit of the blue to make that kind of shadowy color. I can go ahead then and take some of my black, mixed it actually with a little bit of the color that I've been using because I didn't clean my paintbrush out. And I can go ahead and just quickly paint the cast shadow here on the paper as well. So I'm going to go ahead and paint all of the shapes using those different colors. So for the cylinder, for instance, I could decide that I'm going to paint it blue, and I'm going to make the shadows using these colors. There are lots of different ways that we can make this happen, considering that we have a lot of different colors now that we have those intensity scales. So go ahead and paint the rest of your shapes using intensity rather than value.